What is something the United States of America does better than any other country? Build aircraft carriers. I've heard from others our air conditioning is top-notch. National parks. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The system of national parks. Cultural imperialism, soft power. Heard a quote once. I love it. China has Kung Fu Do. China has pandas. China is unable to create Kung Fu Panda. Cultural assimilation. Pretty much anything you can think of from anywhere in the world, we've got it here, somewhere. Mexican, Japanese, Chinese, Nigerian, Korean, French, etc. If you like the food, music, literature, religion, whatever, you can find it here. Cybersecurity. I just recently learned that the United States of America is the top gold standard in all things cybersecurity. I was actually a little surprised. Entertainment. Americans love to be entertained. We spend more money on entertainment than anybody anywhere. That's all kinds of entertainment, from movies, music concerts, amusement parks, and even smaller forms of entertainment like movie theaters, bars and nightclubs, bowling alleys, laser tag, and even food videos. We have the most Olympic medals. So, Olympusing. Hollywood movies. American blockbuster movies are popular all around the world. No other countries produces movies of the same degree of spectacle and quality. Disability protections and accommodations. The ADA is the world's golden standard, and it's not even remotely close. Soft power. No country does it as well as the US. Despite its many shortcomings, people are drawn to the US. Films, TV, music, food. It's got such a magnetic pull. Complimentary water with every meal. Logistics. Holy fucking shit. Do we do logistics well? Name your item, your point A and point B somewhere on Earth, and the United States could get it done in a day if it was so inclined. When it comes to logistics, the US military alone is the single greatest organization that has ever existed in human history. Our civilian world isn't far behind. Our freight rail is as good as our passenger rail is bad. Use the last of the coffee this morning? Amazon will have a fresh batch at your doorstep before you get back from work. I would say AC. LOL. Scrolled a bit and surprised nobody said it, but the 80 and building codes to accommodate disabilities is genuinely pretty great. A lot to improve on still, but it's actually world class, and even Western Europe doesn't come close to us in that regard. Movies and entertainment. Yes, this is a serious answer. Pretty much all my favorite films are American. The US is unmatched by anyone in the world in two things. One, landing people on the moon and returning them safely to the Earth. Two, putting cheese-like products in spray cans. National parks. I'm Canadian, where we have some great national parks, but I'm truly marveled at how the states run theirs. Second chances. A lot of our most successful people bounced back from failure. In East Asia, business failures typically don't get second chances, so you can't really learn from failure. You either have to start off with all the wisdom that others learn from having tried and failed, or you have to be really lucky. This sort of culture around business makes entrepreneurs risk-averse compared to the US. So the US is also better for risk, taking in new business concepts and models in a way that many other cultures are not. It is so refreshing to see the positive feedback in this feed overwhelm the negative feedback about what's happening in America. I haven't been this proud of where I live in a while because of all the negative shit that fills most of the space. But then I see feeds like this that show how fucking awesome it is to be living here in America during this day and time. Truly grateful. I'm proud to be an American. Ironically, accepting other cultures, races, etc. The loud one is all you hear, unfortunately. Ice in beverages. Police the world's oceans so global trade can occur, benefiting every country that wishes to participate. As a European, my answer to this is stand-up comedy. Male, female, white, black, whatever you mention, America has just the most incredible people in the world of stand-up. I feel it genuinely is America's true art form. It's the best part of US culture for me. Turning our flag into articles of clothing. Having drive-through everything. Thanks to one of our more badass presidents, Teddy Roosevelt, our national park system is the gift that keeps on giving. 7.2 club votes. This is amazing. Thank you, everyone. Cheeseburgers. Handicap accessibility. Discovering new medical treatments, whether it's medicine, devices, and/or procedures. Armed forces. This sounds like a brag, but seriously, the entirety of the United States military is an exercise in fuck around and find out. When in doubt, research the Ohio-class nuclear submarine and realize there are more than 10 of those out there where nobody knows. Bagels. BBQ. Produce scalable software that whole world uses. I have nothing to add, but thanks for making me feel better about being a US resident, especially following a pretty shitty week. Taking care of people with disabilities. Of course there's more work to do and it's hard to bring to non-urban areas, but the US is 10 steps ahead of everyone else on accessibility. Military-industrial complex. Like it or hate it, we can make HTE. We sell our culture. American culture is our chief export. System of national parks. I think about 80s music. American 80s music is often considered iconic and influential. From pop hits to rock anthems, the US definitely nailed the 80s music scene. Sporting events. You ever been to an NFL game on Veterans Day? I went last November. Maybe it was the beer, or the fight teams, or both, but I sure felt like hollering in America at the end of the anthem. The game hadn't even kicked off, and I was fired up. What a great time that was. Edit to clarify, I am not American.